In a small African village, surrounded by green fields and rolling hills, a 14-year-old boy named Ojo lived with his mother and little sister. His life was not easy. His father has passed on when he was 5 years, leaving his mother to struggle alone. Despite his hardship, Ojo had a bright spirit and a heart full of determination. He dreamed of becoming a doctor so he could help his village, where people often fall sick and no one to care for them. But achieving such a dream seemed impossible. His family could barely afford food, let alone school fees. Yet, Ojo refused to give up. This is his story, a story of hope and the power of never quitting. Every morning, Ojo wakes up before the sun, helping his mother fetch water from the distant river. He then walked from an hour to school with his bare foot, kicking up dust along the narrow path. Unlike many other children, he had only one worn-out notebook and a short pencil, which he carefully sharpened with a small knife his father left behind. Despite his struggles, Ojo loved learning. He listened carefully to his teachers, asked questions, and read everything he could find. He knew education was his only way out of poverty. However, school was not always guaranteed. Some days his mother could not afford the fees, and he was at home. On other days, he could sit outside the classroom window, listening to the lesson from the outside. His teacher, Mr. Okoro, noticed his determination and decided to help him. One evening after school, Mr. Okoro visited Ojo's home. He saw the small mud house where they lived in and how his mother struggled to provide for them. Touched by their story, he decided to secretly pay Ojo's school fees. Ojo, I see something special in you, he said. Never stop believing in yourself. Those words stay with Ojo. He studied harder than ever, waking up early and sleeping late, using the dim light candle to read. But life had more challenges await for him. One fateful day, his mother fell seriously ill. Ojo was devastated. Without money for proper treatment, he felt helpless. He ran to the village clinic, but the nurse told him they needed medicine from the city. The cost was more than he had ever seen. Tears filled Ojo's eyes, but he did not let that win him. He started doing small jobs, fetching water for neighbors, helping farmers, and even shining shoes at the market. Day and night he worked tirelessly, determined to save his mother. Finally, after weeks of hard work, he gathered enough money. He rushed to the clinic and his mother got the mercy she needed. Bravo. Slowly, she recovered, and Ojo felt an ever strong desire to become a doctor. One day, a scholarship opportunity arose for bright students from poor background. Ojo saw this as his chance. He studied day and night, preparing for the difficult exam. When the day finally came, he walked into the exam hall with a heart full of hope. Weeks later, the results were announced. Ojo had passed with the highest score. Wow. He had won the scholarship to a prestigious school in the city. Wow. His dream was becoming true. When he told his mother, she cried tears of joy. "You are destined for great things, my son," she said. Ojo moved to the city where everything was new and different. The tall building, the bright lights, it felt like another world. At first, he struggled to fit in. His classmates came from wealthy families, and some even laughed at his simple clothes and village accent. But Ojo remained focused. He studied hard than ever, determined to prove that poverty could not define him. He became one of the top students in his class. Wow. Earning respect from the teachers in his class. Wow. And his classmates. Years passed and Ojo hard work paid off. Wow. He graduated at the top of his class and earned a full scholarship to medical school. Wow. He had done what many thought was impossible. Years later, Ojo returned to his village, not as the barefoot boy who struggled to find food, but as Dr. Ojo, a doctor with a heart full of gratitude. Wow. He built a small clinic in his village, ensuring that no child could have to watch their loved one suffer without help. Moral lessons. Ojo's journey teaches us that life will always have challenges, but we should never let them define us. No matter how difficult things get, as long as we keep going, keep believing, and keep working hard, success is possible. So, if you are struggling today, remember Ojo's story. Never give up. Keep pushing forward. Your breakthrough might be just around the corner. If you found this story inspiring, share it with someone who needs motivation today. Thank you for watching. God bless you.